I'm here with the man and the legend, Jason Akatiff, A4D, and a lot more. Could you briefly introduce your 10, 20, 30 years history in this market?
Sure. Yeah, so I actually started in affiliate marketing back in 2003. I had a job selling franchise licenses, got laid off, and I saw some ebook on the internet that I bought for $35 that said I could make money online. And, I went in and just started, tinkering through that. I was a full-time affiliate for about 4.5 years. And then from there, didn't really intentionally get into the network business. I started getting what I call project partners. Okay. That is 50-50 splits. My idea, my resources, my biz dev, all you have to do is code the thing or run the campaigns. And then I wound up with 7 or 8 of those. And so then we had to have unique accounts at each affiliate network for each group. And then I wound up managing like 40, 50 affiliate accounts with all these different companies. And so then I got the network platform in order to bring that in. At that time, Wickedfire used to be the largest. It's dead now, but used to be the largest affiliate forum. I was a moderator there. Oh, cool. And then people got wind I had an affiliate network platform, and I got like 2,000 people signed up almost the next day. And I was like, I guess I'm in the affiliate network business. Yeah. But on the A4D side of the business, we have the network, which is still the largest part of the business. Right. CPA network, we focus on white hat offers and gray hat, which is stuff that is still aggressive, but Facebook allows, still problematic sometimes. We have a media buying team, and then we also have an e-commerce product division where we focus on physical good type products. Right. And we built our own offers and run our own traffic.
I would like to look at into 2 things. Firstly, what you just mentioned, e-commerce. Mm-hmm. Obviously, that's all the hype right now. Mm-hmm. And we talked 2 days ago about how you approach things. So maybe you can share a bit more on this. And then I would like to focus on what you actually talked about on stage.
As far as the e-commerce for us, we're doing physical goods and we're testing all kinds of stuff. What we've done is we found models that work. So for me, one of the things I was talking about on the stage is really abstract out, why does this thing work? And then try and understand, okay, now that I've abstracted out why it works, then go try and test it. And then once you test it, then do a post-mortem on it. And then what am I going to tweak about the system? Put it back in, test it again, put it back in, test it again. One of the questions I told people to ask themselves on the stage was, if your plan is, I want to build 5 campaigns a day, and so what is a campaign composed of? That means I've got to make ads, that means I've got to do this. But you should really ask yourself the question, how do I make 500 campaigns a day? Right. Because you can't make 500 campaigns a day without a system. A lot of people just go, I'm just going to work harder and I'll get the 5 campaigns done. But you should really think about it as 500 campaigns, and if I were to make 500 campaigns, what would I do? Right. Now the 5 campaigns is really easy, and if you want to make 10, you want to make 20, you want to make 50, whatever it might be, it's easy. Right. So just ask yourself the question much bigger than what you actually want to do, and you'll oftentimes extrapolate a system out and how to solve that problem.
I saw something that you mentioned on stage about who to hire and when to hire. Yes. I found that extremely interesting. So going back to you being an affiliate and you're making some money and you want to scale it, yes, build it into a proper business, who should you hire first?
I believe an affiliate is extremely creative. They're very good at analytics and data. They're very good at just figuring out how to solve hard problems. Like they're brilliant people at that. I don't think most of them are operational people. Right? That is somebody that wants to write a lot of documentation and measurement and systems and hire and train people. So I say the first person to hire is a operations person. And then you can sit with that operations person and you can tell them what you do. They don't even need to be from the industry. Right? If they're a good operations person, I would hire somebody that had, if you're a single person company, one of your vision is to grow to a 50-person company, somebody that's already done that 2 times. Could be a pizza chain, could be anything. It doesn't really matter. Like one of my best operations person came out of a pizza chain.
Okay.
He was a COO of a pizza chain. He had no idea about this space.
Right.
A smart guy, very easy, and he just takes notes. You know, we meet like 1 hour a day, every other day, and he just takes notes down, and then he produces systems, and then he hires people, and he trains people, and he manages people, and then now he's starting to hire people that manage people and train people, right? And you go on. The mistake I made in the beginning was like it was more about money and less about building a business. So it was like,
it's true for most affiliates, I guess. I mean,
right.
they're just in for the cash flow.
Exactly, but if you want to build a business is operations.
Yeah.
So if you want to go hire a media buyer, hire an operations person first, teach them all the systems to train them. So our media buyers, I don't hire media buyers, I make media buyers. Right? Because we have all the systems and the processes. We bring them in, we put them through training, we know they should be at this point at month 3, we know they should be at this point at month 6, right? And we can just make as many as we want. We know the prototype of the person, we know all that, right? So the operations person built that based on my thoughts and my ideas, and Mike Pavez, who runs the network for us, his thoughts and his ideas, and he took all that, synthesized it down, and then he ran a training, and he put people through it, and then he said, oh, well, it didn't work out quite as well as I thought, and then, you know, maybe we should fix this and make changes, and as you go through that process multiple times, you get better and better.
Absolutely. So let me ask you a last question here. You have working campaigns, you have your operations guy, you're building a business.
Yes.
What's your role then? And what's the most important skill to fill that role?
So there's you having the vision, because without the vision of where you're going, you need the employees to get excited about what they're a part of, right? Good employees are not there just for a paycheck. They want to be part of building something amazing, right? So if you come in and you don't have any vision and you just have to pay them more and more money to stay because they're going to be unhappy and they think money's going to cure the happiness. Money doesn't really make people happy. So you need to have that vision. That's your job as a leader. Where are we going? Get on my bus, right? Yeah. And people will work for much more reasonable amounts of money to be part of something amazing. We see it happen all the time. I mean, they donate time to, you know, nonprofits and stuff like that just because they want to be part of doing good and creating something. So that's one thing. The next thing is, you know, be analyzing all the systems that created all the time. You know, and just where are we at? How's this working? How's this, you know, and be very hands-on and looking, but really let the people do the job that they do. No micromanagement, right? Let people operate autonomously, but you should be looking at the system. Okay, what's your process and how's that going? Where are you getting stuck? How could we make it easier for you, et cetera, et cetera. Another thing that I think is really important is stay connected with this world, right? There's so much information at these events, and there's so many smart people here that know so much stuff. I think it's really important that you're not trying to come up with all the answers yourself. Really network into a community, which why I think Stack That Money is so amazing and what they built. They built a tremendous community of smart people that you can learn from, and you don't have to go it alone.